not be possible. As I said, the other challenge which we are facing as a country and which we need to address is the issue of public debt. I did mention to you that we are borrowing this year 876 billion. And if you look at our total public debt as at March this year, it was about 11.6 trillion. And out of that March, if you look at now the budget, we are going to spend about 1.9 trillion to pay our debts. It is the highest expenditure item in our budget. And we are getting to a situation where unless we address this matter of public debt, it can actually cause a lot of problems to this country. More so that we are, and if you look at the borrowing, there's something called the borrowing mix, the borrowing mix, which determines how much you borrow from locally and how much you borrow from externally. So if you look at the mix we have proposed now, we are proposing to borrow 68% domestically and borrow that 2% externally. When you borrow externally, you are likely to get concessional loans, which are cheaper. When you borrow domestically, which is about 68%, it means that you borrow at a high interest rate because you are using the local interest rates, and you also repayment periods are shorter. That means repayment of it will be now start affecting our budgets. And that's what you see. Because of all these things, we have very limited space to provide for development and to provide for recurrent. And over the years, what has suffered in this country's development budget? We put in the budget, but by the time we close the year, it will have been reduced through development, through supplementary budgets to a level where development goes below the recommended 30%. On that note, we don't grow our cake. We are minimizing the cake. And the more the cake becomes smaller, the more we all start now fighting for it, and the more we start complaining about having no money in our pockets.